I have had so many requests to react to the Japanese version of Memoria by GFRIEND, which was their Japanese debut single released by King Records, who do a lot of anisong acts in Japan, so very much fits the style of the song. Released October last year, so I got the music video open here. Let's just watch this together. Added benefit, I do speak Japanese, not perfectly, but I should at least be able to follow along to the lyrics a bit with this version. So that is nice. Let's just watch this together. I've already just adjusting the light a bit. Okay. It's not gonna get good anyways. I have heard the Japanese version of this song, the Korean version of the song on their latest album that I reviewed on the channel, so if you haven't watched the review yet, make sure. And yeah, I'm excited to hear the Japanese version. A lot of you have said the Japanese version is superior. And I also obviously haven't seen the music video yet. So let's enjoy this together. I really like these girls, so and I really like this song, the Korean version. I think that's my favorite song of theirs, probably together with Sunrise. So let's watch. Okay. Is the arrangement different? I don't remember it starting out as soft. I like these soft colors. It works very well with their music. Okay, the lyrics are a bit sadder than I thought they would be. It's talking about however sad you may be, however much you might cry. Oh, that's very nice. That they'll return to him. Oh, that's a very nice location, and I like the outfits. It's a very sweet song lyrically. It's a very sweet love song. Like, that they'll be able to go far even when they wake up from their dream together. It's a very, very sweet lyrics. Very, very standard J-pop ballad lyrics, but very sweet. Yeah, it's very standard J-pop lyrics, like they'll extend their hands to the blue sky, even when the day comes that the world will end, like very, very common, but not bad. They're something you have to understand about Japanese lyrics, it's that traditionally it's not a bad thing to reuse elements there, but I'll explain after the song. Such a sweet and catchy song. And the string arrangement is just so wonderful. It's just so full. And of course claps, I always love claps. Oh, these are not claps, these are snaps. Always unchanging the story in my heart, like these lyrics very, very typical J-pop. That's a very sweet shot too. I love the vocals in this part. Very sweet, the interplay of their vocals. That head voice. It's a wonderful song. This is just so J-pop, these English elements. Oh my god. Very, very sweet. Very sweet. Okay, let's stop it on a nice little frame. That's a cute one. Okay, okay. I have not actually listened to the Korean version enough times to be certain if this is a different arrangement or not. I've listened to it like 3 times, and I mainly remember that I liked it and that the melody was fantastic. I remember the melody, so I'll have to listen to them back to back to find that out. But it is still absolutely a wonderful song in Japanese as well, and just a perfect debut single. I've said in my review of their album that this is very much an anisong song. And anisong or anison is the Japanese pop genre that is associated with anime and video game music, where a lot of the artists performing in that genre are also voice actors, are often doing songs for particular characters, often in character, and where the music is usually characterized by strings, by piano, by synths, by guitars, by a very power pop influence, by very large, majestic melodies, by going really big and grand. And this song is exactly that genre. So they're going deep into a very Japanese genre here, into a genre that pretty much only exists in Japan, and it makes sense for the Japanese debut. And King Records, who are releasing this, are pretty much the biggest label for anisong. So they're making the deliberate choice with this song, or rather their management is making the deliberate choice with this song and with which label they're working with, to place them in the anisong world, which for an idol group is appropriate but not the typical choice. It's appropriate because there's the core audience for female idols in Japan is middle-aged men. That is different from the core audience in Korea and in the US and in Western countries. But that is the exact same core audience that anisong also has. So it makes sense to combine these two things here. But let's not go too deep into that. As for the song, there's not much left for me to say except that it's wonderful. It has a gorgeous melody that really explodes into beauty at the end, and with a fantastic production, really big focus on these strings, very organic sound. They're really interplaying, really adding to each other, and not just being a mess in the background. They're really deliberate, but a lot of them a very full mix. Now, since I was actually able to understand a majority of the lyrics here, Okay, little background to my Japanese. I have a degree in Japan studies, actually. I have a bachelor's degree in Japan studies, and I'm halfway to a master's degree in Japan studies. So I have all the necessary context, and I speak the language reasonably well, but on first listen, and especially when I'm also reacting, when I'm also talking about it, I can't understand everything. I can't catch everything. But what I caught here was a very sweet love song that is very much in the standard J-pop love ballad framework, with some very common symbolism, some very historically in Japanese poetry. Japanese poetry is very different from what a lot of Western poetry is like, where there's a certain value to reusing the same tools. And it's not about coming up with unique phrases or unique metaphors or anything like that, but rather you are essentially picking and choosing from a set of common elements deliberately. So when you're talking about a J-pop song or Japanese poems, saying that you see common elements there, that you see sentences that you've heard in a lot of other things, that you hear the same symbols used in a similar way. Unlike for Western poetry and Western lyrics, where that would generally be seen as an insult or as a criticism, in Japanese poetry and lyrics, it is not that. That is actually a highly respected part of it. Japanese poetry traditionally has been about using a select few number of symbols in a manner that evokes emotion. It's not about unique phrasing or using unique symbolism, unique metaphors, but about using from a catalog of the existing common ones in a way that evokes emotion. And that is exactly what the lyrics here are doing. So they're very standard, but that is not a bad thing. And it's a very sweet song. It has very sweet lyrics. A very cute video. I mean, there's nothing special happening in a music video. It's not extraordinarily well directed. It doesn't have any extraordinarily deep message or social criticism in it. It's not the most stunning video I've ever seen, but it's very pretty. It's very sweet. It has nice locations and sets. It has surprisingly decent CGI, and it's just altogether sweet. And it doesn't overshadow the song. And with GFRIEND, you really notice that a lot, that everything is in support of the music. When in a lot of K-pop, it's really the other way around, where it's more about the members, more about the moments from the music videos, more about the looks of the different people involved, than it is about the actual music. For GFRIEND, it's the other way around. It's actually about the music, and I really respect that. And I've already been talking over 10 minutes here, but I hope you guys understand how much I enjoy this, and I'm definitely going to be reacting to more GFRIEND in the future. As always, do leave me recommendations of stuff to react to in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoy this, subscribe if you want more K-pop reactions. I don't only react to K-pop, this is supposed to be a general reaction channel. I want to react to anything. I want to react to K-pop, to J-pop, to American pop, to pop from anywhere, to other music genres, to movie trailers, to video game trailers. I've been thinking I might do like Let's Plays on this channel at some point as well, maybe as like streams. We can listen to K-pop and play classic video games together. That would be so much fun, once the channel grows a bit more. But yeah, this is another fantastic song from GFRIEND. And I already enjoyed this song before, but the Japanese version, it just makes my heart bloom because I can understand it. And it's very, very sweet, and it's above and beyond what you generally hear, either in K-pop or in Japanese pop is very different from K-pop, and a lot of people who have entered the Japanese pop market through K-pop don't really understand this because they just assume it's the same as in K-pop. K-pop is 99% idols. Is 99% that idol machine, and of course GFRIEND are part of that, but that doesn't have to be a bad thing. Japanese pop music is more like 30% idol machine and 70% other stuff. So in Japan, J-pop is not equivalent to idol pop, while in K-pop it very much is equivalent to idol pop. In Japan, it's one of various sub-genres, sub-styles of mainstream pop music. So it's all in a very different context. But I very much enjoyed this, and I'll definitely be talking about them, reacting to them, reviewing them more. If you want to hear more of my thoughts about them, of my like in-depth thoughts, I did a 40-minute review of their latest album that you can find on my channel. And yeah, I've been talking for so long. By the way, I have a Twitter now too that you can follow in the description, as well as a Curious Cat account where you can ask questions anonymously that I might include in a question and answer video or something like that. So thanks for watching. I've been rambling for too long. This is awesome.